Guys, welcome to SoCal Training Team. We are live here on this wonderful Monday, and this is the 10-minute residential facility consultation that is available to everyone. So if you guys have questions, if you guys were in the on the live last week and you guys were able to write down some questions, now is the time to ask those questions. So now is that time. We will do this on a daily basis where I give you guys 10 minutes of my time to I'll give you 10 minutes of my time so you can ask any question that you guys want. As far as facility consultations, if you're interested in developing a facility, you need assistance with anything that is dealing with facilities in general, I can answer your questions. You just type it in the chat and we'll go through. Like I said, this is a 10-minute conversation, or should I say a 10-minute consultation. Whatever questions you guys may have, now is the time to ask those questions. This is a consultation that is free for you guys. And like I said, I'll be on here 10 minutes to answer any questions that you guys have. Whatever questions you have, just put them in the chat and I will be sure to address them. As we wait for people to join us here, we will go through. So like I said, any questions you have, I'll be here Monday through Friday. Well, my goal is to be able to answer your questions Monday through Friday. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make every single day at 10, but my goal is to get on at least 10 minutes each day and give you guys the opportunity to ask some questions that you may have, opposed to sitting down with me in my office and paying the consultation fee. This is a platform for us to ask questions and then get questions answered as far as residential facilities. So if you have questions in regards to adult residential facilities, elderly facilities, group homes, short-term residential therapeutic programs, I am here to answer your questions. So pick my brain at this point and get your questions answered. And so you can work towards either developing your facility or you're thinking about developing a facility. Like I said, I'll be on here Monday through Friday, typically 10 a.m. But the time is only 10 minutes. Right now, we're already about 2 minutes in. So if you guys have questions, now is the time to ask those questions in regards to residential facilities. On a side note, for you guys that want to become administrators for facilities, we do offer the classes. So you guys may want to go visit our website, socaltrainingteam.com. Mike, I just watched your video on experience needed to open a facility. I was a facility manager at a STRTP. Do you think that experience would translate to opening an ARF? Unfortunately, no, that experience will not translate to opening an ARF. The experience that you need to develop an ARF has to be directly with an adult residential facility. So you have to have, depending on the level of care you're trying to provide or the level of facility you're trying to open. If you're trying to open a level 1 through 3, you need 6 months experience. And if you want to open a level 4A through I, you need 12 months experience. And it has to be in an adult residential facility. But good question, Mike. So an STRTP is a short-term residential therapeutic program, just in case you guys were wondering what that acronym stands for, and it's for children. So coming up here, just on another side note, coming up here, guys, we are going to be offering continuing education online for direct care staff. So that's going to be important for you guys too. It'll be up on our website. What if I already have an administrator with experience? Good question, Mike. If you have an administrator and they already have experience, you would have to use them on the application, and then you would have to use them on the regional center as well. So you can use them and be the owner of the facility. And yeah, that's what that'll work as well. But I am going to suggest that you get some experience as well working in an adult residential facility. I'm not going to say you have to work there that long, but I think it will be good for you to gain some type of experience so you know and understand what that administrator is supposed to do for you. Good question, though. Now, the time that I'm giving you guys, and hopefully this catches traction pretty soon. But the time I'm offering for these free consultations for you guys, a lot of people um, need to start taking advantage of these. I noticed that a lot of people are calling our offices, and they want to ask 10,000 questions to the staff over the phone, but this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this online 10-minute consultation is because this will provide a platform for everyone to come on and get all the questions they need out. So any questions you have, I know the business in and out. There's a lot of different sources that you guys can use to find out more information about adult residential facilities, group homes, elderly facilities, and short term residential therapeutic programs. If you guys go to the Community Care Licensing website, ccld.ca.gov, you guys can find a lot of different information. You can find out about all the different uh, the types of care. You can find out how to fill out the application, or sorry, not how to fill out the application, but that's where the application is located if you want to get your facility license, so those type of things. Mike, I appreciate you doing this. I have to go, but I'll spread the word of your channel as much as I can. Thanks, Mike. We appreciate you. Go ahead and spread the word. So, SoCal Training Team, we specialize in training. We're first of all, we're a training agency. So we train adult residential facility administrators. We also train short-term residential therapeutic program administrators. And then we are also moving into training group home administrators for the initial certification, and then RCFE, which is residential care facility for the elderly. So those are two other additional certifications that we're going to eventually add to our program. But currently we recertify, or we have continuing education for all the different designations: the adult residential, the elderly, group home, and short-term residential therapeutic program. So we offer them for all four designations as far as the initial certification. And like I said, we'll be adding to our profile, we'll be adding the group home and the residential care facility for the elderly at some point. So that way we can cover a wide spectrum for you guys and help you guys be successful at business. Also, we are a consulting firm where we don't advertise, excuse me, we don't advertise on our website that we do consulting, but we also provide consulting. We do have a wait list at times, so we can't immediately get to you. So just keep that in mind. And then another thing you want to think about is, hi, how you doing? Another thing you guys want to think about is you want to think about visiting our website, where we have valuable resources there. We have classes that you can register for, and different things like that. So you want to, and if you want to reach out to us, where our email address is on our website, socaltrainingteam.com. And if you have any questions there, you can reach out to us as well. If you have any questions now, before I get off, in regards to developing a facility, you're new in this business, or if you have any questions, now is the time to ask those questions. As I will, okay, you have questions. Is it Akachi? Go ahead and ask your questions and I will answer them. Any question you have during in regards to residential facilities. So while you type that question, just to give you guys a little background on myself, I've been developing residential facilities for a little over 23 years now, group homes, elderly facilities, and adult residential facilities. I've owned facilities, I've ran facilities. I currently don't run facilities. I've moved into different business ventures at this point. But the facility business was a great platform, a great springboard for me to go into different businesses as well. So, any questions that you have, I've dealt with a lot of different things from community care licensing. I still work and do programs for them. Regional center, I've worked with most. There are 21 regional centers in California. I've worked with at least 12 of them. Um, I've assisted. I assist about maybe 12 people a year developing facilities from adult residential facilities and so on. Is it necessary to be employed at a group home before I can start my own? It depends on who you want to get your clients from. The straightforward answer is yes, because they do want you to have 6 to 12 months experience, depending on the level of care that you want to open. So the experience comes in is because they want to make sure that you understand the population and that you have experience working in a facility. The catch to that is you can hire someone with the experience and they can get your facility started as well. And then you work under them and you gain your experience. So, good question. What else you got? Got any more questions? So, another thing is keep in mind, guys, with the experience, I know a lot of people have experience questions. With the experience, give me a sec. Give me a second, guys. With it, back to experience. With experience, you guys, the experience is necessary because it teaches you guys the business. It's not just about getting the experience just to get it. It's also teaching you how to run and operate your business. Akachi, excuse me. I live in Upland. Do you have a recommendation of where I should buy a property? No, I don't. To be honest with you, it's hard to recommend properties at this point because if I tell you to develop a home in Rancho and you can't fill your beds, you're gonna say Leonardo told me to develop a home in Rancho and I can't fill my beds. What I recommend you do is say you want to open in the San Bernardino area. You can call the Inland Regional Center and you can talk to the resource developer and they'll tell you what the area is of most what they need most in certain areas. I think that's the best route to go. Or where is the best regional center to work with? There is no best regional center to work with. All of them are pretty much equivalent. They're all going to give you a hard time. They're all going to be slow to fill your beds. That's the reality of where we're at now. It is a business that you're going to initially spend more money than you initially make, and I mean that's where we're at. Can I focus on elderly? So elderly is a different realm. You still have to demonstrate the experience with elderly care. Just keep this in mind. Whether it's children, adults, or the elderly, you have to have experience, especially if you're going to work with the regional center. If you're going to go private pay, meaning you're going to go find all the clients for yourself, then it's a little bit different. I'm a physician. Can that help me in this business? Being a physician, yeah, it'll help you as far as you being able to offer a different service opposed to most of us, we're not physicians, so we just offer the basic service. As a physician, you could take more clients that have a restricted healthcare plan, depending on what type of physician you are. You can deal with clients that have G tubes or colostomy bags, and they typically uh, offer you more clients in that realm because you are a physician. But although you're a physician, you still have to get your experience. So you want to definitely still look into getting some type of experience. It doesn't have to be full time work. It can be part time. It could be a couple of times a month, but you guys have to get your experience. There's no way around it. Any more questions, guys, before I sign off? Now is your time. So if you guys, just to let you guys know, I will pretty much be on here. I'm gonna try to get on here daily for about 10 minutes or so, just to answer your questions in regards to developing facilities. So if you guys know people that want to get in the business or are trying to get in the business, this is their time. Where can I contact you? You can send me an email at support at socaltrainingteam.com. That's my email, and you can ask your questions. And then my office number is 909-466-9973. Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes I'm in the office. I'm typically always in the field, guys. So a lot of times you can't catch me in the office. Or if I'm in the office, then I'm working or I'm with a client. So I'm pretty focused. Any more questions for me, guys? If you guys don't have any more questions, just keep that. I will be on here pretty much daily at 10 a.m. That is the time. What I would do if I were you guys, I will write down all the questions that I have or do some research in the meantime. And then when you guys come, excuse me, when you guys come to this live session, you guys will have a list of questions to ask, and then it'll make it more productive for you guys as well. All right. Other than that, I'm signing off. Thanks. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.